So you want to build a corridor. Okay, let's do it. Before you can build a corridor, you're going to have to make sure you've got some features already existing in your drawing. First off, you will need an existing ground surface. Secondly, you will need a alignment, a horizontal alignment, and associated with that alignment, you will need a existing surface profile and a layout profile. And lastly, what you will need is a road assembly, something to attach to that layout profile. So once you've got those, then you can go ahead and create the corridor. I'm going to click my home tab, I'm going to click the corridor drop down button here, and I'm going to select corridor, and this will bring me into my create corridor box, and I will give my new corridor a name, so you can rename it there if you want. And then over in my alignment and profile section, I'm going to specify my geometry. So I'm going to select the alignment, so pick the correct alignment that you want to use for your profile. Make sure you're using the layout profile, not the surface profile. So select your finished ground profile there, and then select your assembly that you want to use for that design. And lastly, you will need a target surface. This target surface will determine where your road assembly daylights to, or where it will slope to. So for my target surface will be my existing ground surface. And once you've got that set, you can go ahead and say OK. And in my baseline and region parameters box here, I can fine-tune some of the criteria of my new corridor. So firstly, I'll probably want to set the frequencies. In my set all frequencies button, this will determine how frequent my assembly will be placed along that alignment. So the smaller numbers you have for your frequency, the more assemblies are going to be placed, the more accurate your corridor will be. So you can choose an appropriate number for each your tangents and also your curves. So determine what your desired frequency is, set those up, and then you can also add them along vertical curves if you want, specify the frequency there as well, and then say OK. And you'll notice that I've got one region for my corridor from beginning to end. I've set the frequencies, and now I can go ahead and say OK. And it'll ask me to rebuild the corridor. I'll say sure, and it'll rebuild that corridor, and you'll see now in your Prospector tab, if you expand out corridor, you will see your new corridor listed there with the one region from the beginning to the end station. And you can also go into the properties and fine-tune any stuff there if you need to. And in that parameters box, that's where we just were. If you need to tweak any of those settings, go ahead and do that. But that's how you build a corridor. Thanks for watching. Bye.